I like boots. Boots and tires. Ask my wife. You're in the parking lot at a store or something, I check out people's tires. That is a rat boot track right there. And that's the bottom of the rat boot right there. Just to give you an idea what it's like out here. Feels like 11? I'm not sure about that. But that's the forecast for the week. I don't think it's 11 degrees. Yeah, maybe. I guess it could be. It's kind of windy. These are Wellco rat boots. The E162s. The summer versions. Or the hot weather versions. I'm addicted to these boots. I've owned these things for like, let's say 12 years. I bought them once for 40 bucks. I bought a pair the first time I ever bought them. And I've been wearing them ever since. And that was a long time ago. But the sad part is, I haven't been able to bring myself to throw out the original rat boots that I bought that are destroyed. The bottoms are bald. The stitches are blown out. They have no more support. They're beat. But I keep them in the Jeep just in case there's a day when I don't happen to be wearing boots, which is rare, and I need a pair of boots. But I have every Jeep, every vehicle I own has got a spare pair of rat boots in there. So they're everywhere. They're all over my house. They're at my parents' house. I've got pairs. I think the Bates probably fell apart the quickest. I definitely had some Bates rat boots that just basically disintegrated within a short amount of time. I mean, the Wellcos, I buy them cheap. So, you know, I'd prefer like an 11 wide, but sometimes I bought like a 10.5 regular. Those don't last very long because the stitches blow it on the sides. So, probably not gonna do that anymore. Because the 10.5 regulars, you're gonna wear really thin socks with them and they just blow apart. So we're not doing that anymore. But if I had the ideal, I've heard the Danners are supposedly the top dogs in rat boots. But I don't know if I'm gonna come up with like 300 bucks and buy a pair to find out. So I've been buying these other ones that are cheaper. So someday I may grace my feet with a pair, probably 11 wide, E162 Danner rat boots. But until then, we're gonna wear these Wellcos, which this particular pair actually had to go to the shoemaker twice because the sole fell off. And I think he did a lousy job putting it on the first time when I took it to him. So I spent 40 bucks on the boots, let's say. 45 bucks the first time I went to the shoemaker dude. And then when I went back the second time, he charged me 30 bucks. So this pair of rat boots, I'm wearing it all too great, but I'm still wearing them. So what's that? 60, you know, like 100 bucks on this pair of Wellcos that are 10.5 regulars, which is not the size I want. 10.5 wide or 11 wide is probably the best bet. But anyhow, they're good boots. I don't think they make them like this anymore. I think they have them where the soles are completely glued on. They're not the stitched on versions. And I don't know. These are nice boots. So listen to me talking about boots like this, right? Who does that? I like boots. Boots and tires. Ask my wife. You're in the parking lot at a store or something, I check out people's tires all the time. Like, oh, that's a nice set of tires. But that's crazy. Anyway, all right, we're just down here hiking. It's 20-some degrees. They claim it feels like 11, but this is 11 degrees. That's pretty warm for 11 degrees. It's not 11 degrees. It's warmer than that. I mean, maybe they're talking about like wind chill or something, but it's not bad. I mean, if this is 11 degrees, we're okay. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, cold is cold. When it's like single digits and windy, that's cold. 20 degrees with no wind, that's not cold. So just out here enjoying these late, what do you call it, late sunsets, after 5 o'clock sunsets in the winter. This is the time of the year, man. This is good. You make it through November when it's dark at like 4:15, and you get to this time of the year when it stays light until like 5:20, 5:30. Oh, that's awesome. That is just awesome. I remember when I used to ski, you get a night ticket. You'd show up at like 4, but you get there at 4 o'clock this time of the year. You can like do daytime skiing because the trails are still open. That was great. Anyhow, all right. Well, Not sure what the point of this video was, other than we're just talking about late sunsets and how nice it is that the sun sets after 5 o'clock in the winter. But I'm looking for something I may have dropped, so I'm have to backtrack on this hike and see if I can find something I lost. So anyway, you see rat boots, buy them. You won't be dissatisfied. You can get them at Sportsman's Guide a lot of times. They have seconds that are marked down. I used to get them at a store here locally that sold them for 40 bucks a pair. And that's where I got the majority of mine, which were 40 bucks. And, you know, 40 bucks for a pair of military surplus boots. You can't beat that. That's pretty sweet. Particularly when they last like years. So it's like 20 bucks a year for a pair of boots. Unless you get the pair like I have now that fell apart. But those I think were from Sportsman's Guide, and that's just a bum batch right there. So, all right, well, good to hang this thing up because I'm going uphill, and you don't want to hear me being a diff breather walking up this hill because it's a little bit of snow and everything else. So that's what we're gonna do. And thanks for watching. Not my usual content, I know. Usually it's like slideshows or photos or videos of action, but this is just me with the day. I'm out in the woods before it gets dark in the winter. I like winter hiking. I don't know. Winter hiking is fun, man. It's peaceful. You can see well. Things crunchy. Nice sunsets usually. And just something about that winter air, you know what I mean? It's just nice. All right, I'm gonna keep these videos shorter because I don't want you guys getting bored. But I appreciate all the recent subscribers and watchers of my stuff. So thank you, and signing off. I got probably another mile to go. All right, later. If I can figure out how to hang this thing up. Where's the button? I couldn't find the button. All right, now we're gonna hang this thing up. Thanks for watching.